I'm gonna discard the Quakebringer because it deals damage from the grave, and we can use the command this turn. Be gone! Hello, good game. Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're all having a magical day. Thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. Oh, it just warms my heart. Today, I think I've discovered something pretty nasty. We have our Is It Giants version 3 or variant 3, however you'll have it. And we have a 100% win rate, beating the best deck in the meta multiple times, right? It's the Orzhov, Learn, Blood on the Snow, Kyle, Lolth. It's a really good deck, but we're taking advantage of it in a big way. So I've spent a lot of time on this deck. This is our third variant of it in standard 2022, and oh by golly, I think it's dang near perfected. So we're going to break down the deck list, talk about the strategies, the synergies, showcase all of that in our gameplay footage today, and then of course wrap up with our final thoughts and general shenanigans, right? So thank you all so much for spending some time here with me today. Appreciate it. Make sure to like the video to help support me. Subscribe to the channel at 35,000 subs, D&D rare playset giveaway. Don't miss out on that. After you've subbed, jump into the Discord via the link tree and put your name on the giveaway list. It's as easy as that. There's lots of other cool things in the link tree, like ways to support me via Patreon and others. But with all of this, garbage out of the way, let's take a look at this friggin' deck, Randy. All right, standard 2022 Is It Giants version 3 is a best of 1, 3.7 average mana value deck with 20 non-creatures and 16 creatures, which is pretty weird for a mid-range deck. We've kind of turned it on its head in this variant, and it's working great. And I'm going to explain more of that as we go. But typically in a mid-range deck, you'd have more creatures than non-creatures, but not today, kids. 24 land in the deck, which is great for consistency's sake. We do have treasures available, allowing us to ramp, right? So the first thing you're going to notice is, well, where did Invasion of the Giants go? It's gone. I don't really think that it's worth its weight in gold like I first did. Replacing it with Frostbite. I love removal, right? We've also worked our way up into 4 copies of Glimpse the Cosmos in this variation of the deck, dropping Calamity Bearer down to 2 from 4, also dropping our Cyclone Summoner down to 3 from 4. And this is because Glimpse of the Cosmos represents so much more value early game than those cards do late game. So typically you would be in a position where you have to find these cards on tempo to make those plays that you want. But now we can, not rely on Battle of Frost and Fire in our opening hand, just as, an insurance policy against aggro decks. We can determine what deck we're playing against first within the first 2 turns. Then we know what we're playing against. We glimpse for the answer, right? Do we need Battle of Frost and Fires? Do we need creatures? Do we just need to find removal, right? It will allow us to prioritize the rest of our deck much more effectively rather than just relying on our pulls, which is crazy. So that's what's changed in this deck. We have an additional copy of the Freezing Flame as well. This is really cool. When we do excess damage with a giant or a spell we control, we get to draw a card as long as it's in play. So that's something that we always want to have in play, and they'll always be trying to remove, which is why we've got 4 copies of it, because we're just going to replay it on them, right? Those are the changes in deck. If you're familiar with what's going on here, you can skip past to the end. We have, I think, actually 1 divided by 0 added as well, just for early game bounce. We get to learn, and Mascot Exhibition is the main reason there, but if we don't need the exhibition, we're probably still ramping. So environmental sciences, keeping it very simple, because you don't really need too much other than that. And of course you can work in your favorites if you want something else, but to keep you from making the wrong plays, those are your only 2 options, right? Those are the best ones. If you're ramping, sciences. If you're already there, exhibition. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. If not, focus on the rest of your deck, because we're only learning once, so you're just taking one of the 2, right? It's not like we need to take other things, because there's not the option to take those other things. With that being said, Calamity Bearer dealing double damage, if it's in play from all of our giants, which is pretty crazy, to permanents or players, which is great. We have the Summoner. It's still bouncing all non-giants, wizards, and lands to their owner's hands. This is very cool. Resets the field, allows us to attack. It can bounce things like Battle of Frost and Fire, allowing us to wipe again and again. dealing 4 damage to each non-giant creature or planeswalker. That's great. Dealing damage to the planeswalkers as well as the creatures is very cool. The scry is great, and then draw 2, discard 1 on that third if we cast for 5 or higher, which typically we will, which is neat as well. So, you know, there's draw through Frost and Fire, there's draw through the Freezing Flame, there's draw through Glimpse of the Cosmos. We can cast Glimpse from our hand, and then again from our grave if we have a giant in play for 1 mana. Very, very cool. After we do that second cast, it goes to exile. You know, let's draw 8 basically. You know, look at a million, which is cool. No, not quite, but a percentage of your deck, right? You know, 24 out of 60 cards you're looking at, just with all 8 of those glimpses being cast, and that's half of your deck. That's insane, right? So you're gonna get what you need every single time, which makes this version of the deck so consistent. I love it. We're still using Glasspool Mimic to copy the Cyclone Summoner, right? You know, that is one of the greatest plays we can make. We can also copy the Quakebringer or the Calamity Bearer if we need, but you know, it depends on your situation. A big brain play here that I don't know if I've mentioned before, you can turn the Haven into a creature and then copy it with the Rogue. Say what? Because you're tapping it, it would only cost 2, and now you get another Faceless Haven. Very, very cool. Same goes for the Storm Giant, a little bit more expensive to pull this off, but you know, just as high of value if you want to do that with the Glasspool Mimic. So you don't always have to play it as the Shore for it to be a land. You can still cast it as the Mimic for it to be a land, which is pretty cool because now it can attack as well, which is pretty cool. Prismari Command, making the treasures, allowing us to ramp, draw, discard, damage, removal, destroy artifacts. You know what's there, it's all good. Snarls in the hood to help consistency. And then, like I said, the Giant and the Haven there for the module / creature lands, with the ramp and, you know, creatures via Exhibition and Sciences in the sideboard. So that's the list. And, you know, we are taking that Orzhov deck to the cleaners. And, you know, the greatest thing is, they had a great match as well as us. So very, very cool gameplay for you guys today. Make sure to like the video to help support cool content just like this in the top ranked Mythic. Killing it. I think we ranked up from like 800 all the way up to 600, which is pretty cool. You know, they are such long matches. Unfortunately, we only had time for a few, but they are, you know, worth their weight in gold as far as I'm concerned, because you know, just having the greatest time. And I think it's so rewarding for me because I play a mono white deck to push rank typically, and that deck demolishes mono white. So it's nice to get on the other end of that stick and, you know, kind of show them a little bit of their own medicine. So that's my spiel. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I hope you're all having a magical day. Make sure to support the channel. Give it a like, subscribe, maybe leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of the deck here. And of course, check out that link tree. Join the community, become a Patreon, support the channel if you can. And with that being said, let's get into the gameplay. All right, our opponent's going first. I like the hand. Hopefully it's an aggro deck. Mono white. What you doing over there, bro? What you doing over there, bro? Hashtag lady bro too, maybe? Question mark? Oh no. Orzhov control / mid-range. I don't even know what to call this deck. It's just cancer though. It's not good, you see? At least we can deal damage to creatures and planeswalkers. Maybe kill Loth before the +1s go out. Spellbinder takes a battle. And now they see our hand, which is sad. Ooh, divide by 0. They don't want us to get to that sideboard. I think we're gonna keep Mimic as the creature. Let's push that Quakebringer over. Loth is going to be terrible, and then Blood on the Snow is terrible too. Force the removal, get Quakebringer in the grave, and then we can play the other giant for value. The sad thing is the Freezing Flame doesn't combo with Frost and Fire. Oh, there's the minus. So we just wiped the field, but then they have Blood on the Snow later. They have the Haven up as well. Frostbite will need to take care of that. We're down to 8 already as well. Yikes. It's just such a good deck. Okay, hit for 4. My caramba, then they have 3 mana. Gassed. Not the worst. Not the greatest. Maybe we just need our beloved giant. We should kill it now before they can sack it. Let's create a treasure token for ourselves as well. 3 mana up. They have 3 mana. I'm not playing the Freezing Flame in case they have removal and then they still hit us for 4. Because we need that mana for Frostbite. So we just pass our turn. Not great. Does not feel good. So we take Frostbite. We slam the Haven. Do they have instant speed plus effects? No, I hope not. They just sack it. Okay. Draw 2, make a treasure. It's cool that you can tap it for mana and for the sacked creature. It's pretty good value. It is gone. We need to save this Frost and Fire for that exhibition. Oh, the flyer though. The Frizzire. They're gonna pull another as well. And they might even just have removal in hand. I think we just have to take it. Discard an island. Keep the Haven. They take another exhibition here. Ultra Sag. Come on, Cyclone Summoner. Bounce all these tokens away for me. I know you're in there. Where are you hiding? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If we play the Haven Cosmos, then we're only at 6 mana. That won't do, and we'll have to top deck a land. So I think it's tapped land in, and now we have a Haven, which would be 8. So it's like, it's either too less or too much. Or too few, I guess, not too less. TopDeck.exe! You never let me down. You can find TopDeck.exe now in our Discord. Check it out. Just ask for it, and someone will try to point you in that right direction. We have to keep that Mimic. Squash is cool because it slays Planeswalkers. It slays their treasure too, which is pretty cool. And we get our Frost and Fire back to the his end, which is pretty cool. They have 8 mana. You know, they've got the Planeswalker in grave, right? For Blood on the Snow. Which would be brutal. Leave my summoner alone, sir. Dang. Dang. What are you doing that to me for, Louise? Whale Shark. Whale Shark. That's a pretty cool name, let's be honest. I seen a video the other day of like these dolphins jumping around in the water around these boaters, and this like orca, like dolphin was mid-arc, and the orca came out and just like blasted this poor dolphin out of the air. It's like, oh my god. I'd be scared to be a dolphin, right? Killer whales. I think I named that for a reason. So that kind of effed our draw up. We still just kill Kaya.
Well, this job was a bust.
Not too shabby. I do like a play. You can use your Haven or a Hall and then copy it with your Mimic and it becomes a land, which is pretty cool. Okay, they're doing some draws here, which isn't great, but this is pretty cool for us. Right? Take that draw, remove that card. Now we're talking, now we're talking. I'm gonna take another little draw skis here. Take you into my hand, cutie pie. And another! And that's why Glimpse is so good. Frostbite's cool. We already have a Haven. How the tables have turned. Professor. Another Mascot Exhibition? Do they have 3 of them? No, confront the past to bring the Planeswalker back. Oh, snap! That's pretty good, right? Okay. So they have 7/8 mana. They could bring her back. They do. Holy Toledos. And she goes out with the plus.
Let me help.
Whenever this creature dies or is put into exile, return it to its owner's hand. How many Confront the Past do they have in their deck? Because we have another battle. So I'm thinking... What if we just even bounced everything? Hit for 3. Then they get to learn again. I hate the token. I kind of want to bounce it. It's going to the hand regardless, right? Because Battle of Frost and Fire kills everything. So it's like, that's our last card that we want to play. And now we get to hold up Frostbite, and they don't know about Frostbite. They're going to learn either way. This way we get to keep card advantage, which is, I think, maybe more valuable than just like going hyper removal. Because, you know, say we remove it, then there's just another Blood on the Snow. Then there's just another Confront the Past, right? And we're just in this weird loop where they're draining our value slowly through their own reoccurring value. So let's just try to play our own version of that game where we're just bouncy, baby. So I can see maybe a minus here. And then if she does, we can burn her. We lose a summoner. I get it. That's a good play. And then they want the Professor to learn. Great news. What's she taking? Do they have another Confront the Past? Like, they've got to be out of cards here soon. Yeah, they are out of good ones. Okay, so they're just gonna exile. Great. You do you, bro. Creature or Planeswalker is dealt excess damage. Do we want to do that, or do we 2 for 1? Take the draw, or 2 for 1? We take the creature because our life is so low. I didn't realize we were at 4 life. We need to be smart here. And the token can kill Kaya. We have 9 available land. This takes 7. So we can't do that and Haven. We could hit for 10. That's not going to work. Probably just Prismari Command this. Make a treasure. And then just like lay out a heater. You know what I mean? Get some, bruh. That's gonna put in some damage. We have 2 Battle on Frost and Fires, which really de-incentivizes them to be playing that mascot because we just immediately wipe it. Feels good to beat one of the best decks in the meta, honestly. This deck is so hard to beat, typically. At least with my mono white deck, it's like blood on the snow. Well, that's game. We let her rip. We do lose the 3-2. We hit for 5, down to 9. And we're holding up Divide by 0 now. For 5 mana. Which is expensive, but it just stops whatever they do. Right? They don't have any modular lands in play to attack us. We dealt with that already. They can recast it if we bounce it. Let's make them spend the mana. Maybe I want my own Mascot Exhibition. You know what I mean? They play it, that's fine. And then they minus on the Quakebringer. I get it. I get it, man. All 3 of these lands can go. We could probably just Haven it up. Kill Kaya. And then it's like, have fun dealing with this, you know, again. And we have 1 engrave, so there's 2 damage. We hit for... Well, it would actually be 4 damage if this survives. And then we can wipe the field, hit for 5, which is lethal, 9 total. Do we get it? Do we get it, bro? No, it goes to exile. Did the first go to exile too, or... Oh, they're all in exile! Holy Toledos! Should I glimpse first for 2? Probably, right? Well, I mean, it's not the worst, but it could be much better. Exhibition probably saves us. Or we just remove it. They don't have anything with haste. I'm gonna battle, I think. What if they top deck Learn? We can go Exhibition, I think. That way we get the draw and we can discard. I guess toss the land. We have plenty of land. Alright, because if we cast a 5 mana value or higher, we get to do the draw, and that's what it's all about. It's the value that we can receive into our hand. Oh, it is Blood on the Snow. I knew it. Doesn't matter which Planeswalker they pull. There's no Lolith, which, thankfully, we could battle it, which would be fine too. Kaya pluses to... Oh, they just take the... Wow, they know that it won't work. Okay, they don't know we have this. So we just Frostbite that. We hit for 7. All is well. This is a giant as well, so we can glimpse with that spare mana. What do you think, Maya? Did we grind out the control deck? Quakebringer into hand, that's nice. Here comes the exhibition event. Holy Toledos. And a Shambling Ghast. The more, the merrier. Let's hit him with the heater. We wipe it up. And then we have the Haven to hit for lethal. Do you guys like the new Wheel of Fortune setup that we've got on the cat wheel? We still have to set up different things, but the infrastructure's built, which is cool. Boom! That was a fantastic match. One of my favorite decks in the exact opposite sense. Man, that deck's hard to play against. Blood on the Snow is such an amazing card. Learn is a good mechanic in best of 1. But Giants, getting down, getting dirty. You'll have to see it. Going first, you know, nothing special here. Glimpse probably saves the day because we get to see what kind of deck we're playing against before we cast it. Therefore, we can look for specific cards to shut down the deck that we're playing against, rather than just relying on having them in our opening hand, which has been the biggest change to the deck so far. I think it's mono white, but I don't know. Glasspool Mimic could be good, right? If we're gonna copy Calamity Bearer and just hit for 1 billion. Oh, not again! No! We just did this. Oh. As HGG let loose a great sigh. It's a hard matchup. I said that to start last time, and it took us a long time to get there. Less valuable because they have all the removal. We need a second red source. Hi, caramba. We know there's removal. Are they gonna sink mana into Valky? And then trade with us? What's you doing over there, Willis? Oh! That hurts. That's like a shot straight to the gut. I'm winded! That's why he's got his arm up like that. Oh. They take divide by 0. Cool beans. Cool beans, bro. 2 damage. What's up? What's up? Fifth land out. What are we looking for with the glimpse? We already played a land, though. We should definitely cast the one from our graveyard before they remove our giant, and we can't cast it though. Freezing Flame out. Let's attack. Maybe they try to double block, and then we can Frostbite one of them. Right? Like if they Spellbinder and the Ghast want to block or something. No. We do get the draw here. Right? It's excess damage dealt by a giant. They create the treasure. We get a draw. We need Frostbite to slay Faceless Haven. Right? We need to prioritize it there. Chili! No! It's always to exile, man! We could send it to our own grave, but... don't feel good. Oh. Okay. Okay. I'll take my draw. I'll land. End our turn. We hold up that Frostbite, hopefully for the Faceless Haven, but maybe we just need to progress the game. Kaia's so annoying. Do we kill what she puts the counter on so it doesn't get the counter?
If you want a job done right,
I think we do.
hire
I think we do. Take the draw. Another Calamity Bearer. Okay, we're at 5. We're close to Cyclone Summoner. We could just bounce Kaia. Oh! Oh! Topdeck.exe in the house! Too bad we don't have more red source. That feels good. Squashed ya. We don't want to really trade with this thing. I'd rather find something to kill it. Another red source, I guess. Frostbite? Well, you just can't go wrong with it. Especially when we're this far into it. This would give us another draw. It's got flying, so we can't block it anyways, right? We could block that Haven, but... oh! Holy Toledos.
There's no job.
It's my favorite card.
Ghosting feels weird, right?
That spirit token is ultra annoying. Just a little bouncy wouncy. Then they don't get the spirit token. It's back in their hand anyways, right? It's gonna end up there regardless. And then they don't have mana to do them both, right? 7 mana, one's a 5, one's a 3. Ain't gonna, oh god. Dang it. Well, it doesn't matter what they take, we absolutely just demolish Valky. We'll create a treasure token for ourselves. Now Kaia will minus on the bearer. Our Giant's land can kill Kaia. Unless they have... Because it is a blue land, we need to remember. Oh, maybe we don't even worry about that. I like it. I like it a lot. And that way, we can play our creature that needs to be removed. We're one land out from a, you know, 9 mana value summoner. So, not good. But whatever. We'll get there. Okay. We have Divide by 0. We can't bounce the land. We can bounce the binder. And learn for an X. Uh-oh. Okay, we get that land. We hit for 6. I'll allow it. That is disgusting. Oh, it was from exile, not our hand. I see. We just played ourselves. I'm gonna give an oops. Ouch. I think I made a boo-boo. Pass our turn. Oh, man. It's okay, you guys, as long as I didn't just draw blood on the snow. Oh, that one hurt, Mon. That was a good misplay, Mon. It's okay. We are still super thugs. We're still super thugs. Draw 2, discard 1. I'm gonna discard the Quakebringer because it deals damage from the grave. And we can use the command this turn. Be gone! Did I mention double damage? But they've got a blocker, right? They actually technically have 2 blockers.
My power is a gift. In exchange.
Not over yet, my friend. You could come back from this. I know what your deck is like. Boom! They don't want to, though. They can't suffer the stomping. Have we just discovered the new meta deck to beat this Orzhov shenanigans? 2 in a row, you know, very long matches. They're executing their game plan almost perfectly. And, holy Toledo. I mean, they had the blockers, right? They could bring out both Faceless Havens, but we get to remove them, which is really fun. We're still 15 life. We've got the command too. Plus even Divide by 0 still kicking for the next Planeswalker. Woo-hoo! Those are good matches, man. I'm loving it. Let's break down the deck. Woof. I did not expect that. You've probably seen my face at the beginning of both of those matches when I'm just like, oh my gosh, I do not want to play against this deck. It is so good, right? This is my nightmares coming into reality. Can I just play against the Goblins deck, right? Can I just play against mono white so I can wipe the field and be done with it? But those control decks are so good. They go wide, they get value from going wide, they interrupt you by going wide, and that is all happening over and over again, which is more than most decks can handle, but definitely Is It Giants version 3 having no trouble whatsoever. We're getting down and dirty. Big woofs. Thanks again for your time and attention, you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to like the video to help support, and you know, check out that link tree. Join the Discord so you don't miss out on the giveaways. Join that the community giveaway list. You need to be on this list to partake in them. I do all my draws from one list. Just get your name on that list. It's easy. And then pay attention in the Discord to see if you're a winner, because that is happening right away. And you know, all the best to each and every one of you. Have a magical day, and we'll see you soon in the next.